Okay, welcome, and hopefully I will now give you some pointers as to what to do in the next word assignment. First of all, let's figure out what is a mail merge before we go back to the haiku page. And here is just a description. Basically what's happening is the following. We are creating a database, a bunch of names and addresses of different records of who we want to mail a letter to. Then we have a letter that has blank, all a space for information that will be taken from this database. When you merge the database and the letters together, you get 3 letters. All right. For example, just one other example where this is done, if the yeshiva wants to send out a letter to all the parents, it doesn't exactly write 300 letters. It writes 1 letter and leaves blank as a field the names of your parents and perhaps your name. It runs it through the database of the school and it produces 300 different letters to mail out, each personalized to each family. All right, let's go through it and hopefully it'll become clear. Let's go back to haiku. All right, we go to computer software, or you'll see here Word Project 3. Let's click that, and it has here some instructions. There'll be 3 files to download. Now this due date, by the way, it will be due not the following week, right, next week, but in class and at home this week you should begin it. It will not be able to be finished in one session. You may have to take a few more times, so you should begin it all this week. There are 3 files to download and 3 files to hand in through haiku. Right, the Word Project 3 is the basic instructions. This is second file is an empty list for the mail merge, and Project 3 template for the letter. You're going to be handing in the Excel file of the data that I'll show you how to create very soon. The Project 3 letter with all the merge fields in it, and then the merge document with 3 to 5 letters, as I hopefully will show you as well. So first you want to download Word Project number 3 that has the instructions. All right. Let me just show you how it's going to look. You should print it out to have it next to you. And these are the instructions. First step, write the list of recipients, write the letter, and then merge the 2 files. So we're going to first right now in this video write the list of recipients and see what time it is, and if we can add some more to this section we will. If not, we'll go on to a second video. All right, so how do you go ahead and write the list of recipients? So we go back to haiku and we download empty list for mail merge. Let's click that. It will download, and this is an Excel file. All right, Excel. If you don't have Excel, you got a little problem, but hopefully you'll have in your computer Excel. Here you're going to write title, first name. So let's start. In our example, you gotta pick a job. So I'm gonna pick to be a bat boy for a baseball team. So I'm writing now to people who I'm sending the letter to. So first we'll go for the Mets. So we're gonna mail it to Mr. Fred Wilpon. Company name, the New York Mets. And now if I want to make this column bigger, I move the cursor between the D and the E and I make it a little bigger. Do the same for these and for this. Alright. Now how Excel works, we'll have a whole class on Excel and we'll have a few projects. This is a simple Excel worksheet. The address is on Roosevelt Avenue. Close enough. Even if it's wrong, just type it in. Again, the data you enter can be fictional. It does not have to be real. Alright? They are located in Flushing, New York, and 11362. Alright? Let's try the next one. Mr. Hank Steinbrenner. All right, I'm going to pause it now and enter the data and come back. Okay, I'll be entering data now on my own. Okay, so now I entered Mr. Fred Wilpon, New York Mets, the address, for city, state, zip code, and did the same for the Yankees and did the same for the Boston Red Sox. Okay, and again, you're going to create your own job that you like to do and decide on 3 to 5 companies that you would like to send your letter to, your resume, which we didn't make up, but just again imagine that you have. And now you want to, after this, you want to save it, and you'll be sending and handing in this data. Now remember, try to spell things correctly. Make sure it's capitalized where you should capitalize things. All right, don't just write it without care, and make sure that it looks nice. Okay, let's now go and create the. Okay, I'm going to save this. File, save as. Again, put it somewhere where you know that it should belong. Put it into your documents, and you'll save it as, what do we say, data for project number 3 or something along those lines. All right. Okay, now we're ready for the next stage. We're going to go back to Haiku and now download the project number 3 template for the letter. All right, how is that going to look? Let's see. When you open that up, you'll see the following. Here, you're going to type in your name. So I'll put over here my name, my address, all right, I'm finished the address. Okay, make sure that it is centered if it doesn't want to do that. And your phone number. Okay, here you're going to insert the date. All right, highlight that. Go to insert and date and time. Choose your basic date. Okay, make sure your date in the letter is lined up with sincerely. Right here also you put down your name as well. That's where you sign it. But every form letter should have the date lined up with the signature. And here comes the address block. So what we need to do right now, here will be, so this whole thing you're going to delete. Here will be the address block. Now you have to link this file with the data. You do that by going to mailings. And you say, you'll start the mail merge, but first you have to select recipients. All right, where I want to connect this to the Excel file that I just saved. So you're going to say use existing list. And you're going to find what you just saved. Data for project number 3. You're going to click on that. You're going to say, okay, sheet 1, yes, that's what it's going to be. The first row of data contains column headers, yes. Make sure that is checked. Hit OK. All right, now you're ready to go. Now you'll see all this lighting up. See here, which is address block, you're going to click address block. That's how I want it to look. For Wilpon, you hit OK. Okay, this you can delete. Here is the greeting line field. So again, delete this line as well. And you're going to click on here, greeting line. Okay, dear Mr. Wilpon, yes, that's how it should look. Hit OK. Now, the company name. Here you should have the team that you want to send it to, well, again, or the company. So you put here, delete this, and instead you put in insert merge field, company name. See, these now, all the headings that I had in the Excel file automatically appeared over here. company name. I've always been a, this is baseball, so you'll say have been a New York Mets fan, or again, company name. Make sure you put space. Make sure you read it, make sure it makes sense. You see over here, there's not a space here, so make sure you make it look nice. Just make sure, look, if you go to preview results, you'll see how the letter looks. See, I put in for Wilpon, put in New York Mets. Now you notice that I have here two thes. You don't need that the over here. Delete that one. All right. This is the first recipient. You can go to the next one. This is how the next one will look. And the next one. So make sure you preview before you have it. So it all works out. That's it. You're pretty much done. Save this, and this is the second file you're going to hand in. And you'll save this as in Documents. You'll save it as project number 3, the main. It's called the main document. And then you'll save it. The last thing, finish and merge. Edit individual documents you're going to do. All, and voila. Yeah, now I have a file that will be 3 letters. If you did 5, you would have many other fields you had. You'll have that many letters that you then will save. File, save as, project number 3. Letters, make sure it's saved where you know it will be found. Save it. And now you're done. You pretty much, now those 3 files that I saved, you're going to upload to Haiku. Okay, let's just review. First stage was write in the Excel file, Microsoft Excel, your data, 3 to 5 names of fictional companies and names of people that you like to send it to. Next stage was to create the main data, where you take the file that I gave you and put in the fields. Before that, of course, you have to link it by hitting select recipients to link it to that Excel file. All right, there are things here you can do. You gotta have it in the merge fields, see which ones are the merge fields. But the key over here is you can preview it, make sure it looks nice. Things that should be you a loose point if things aren't spelled correctly. And the last stage, you finish and merge, and that gets you the letters that you then will save, and you will highlight all. You will hand in all 3 files into the Haiku account.